Let's enjoy the music for a moment. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. This is a song I wrote and produced. It's available on iTunes. It's very apropos right now, and it's called The Time to Love Is Here. So let's just listen to a little bit of it before we get into our lesson.
I often sit and wonder how things could be this way.
I guess we'd better tell them this is a brand new day. Don't leave it up to the other man or to another day. Take your life into your hands, make it work out your way. It's not the number of times you stumble down and fall upon the ground. It's the number of times you pick yourself up, keep on moving on to meet your goals. Come on, everyone.
The time to love is here. Let these troubles wait behind. I'll tell you, come on, everybody. Come on, everyone. The time to love is here. Let these troubles wait.
All right. What you say, baby? How you doing from Mississippi? Well, hey, folks, this is Wednesday, and actually, the third Wednesday of the month. And the third Wednesday of the 7th month, and that just means that this year is rolling. We have about 5.5 months to get on track and make this year your year for success. You notice how time flies. Well, you have to fly with it. You have to always be aware of where you are on the time river. On the river of time. Because if you're not aware of where you are, you'll look up one day and you're 50 years old. You look up another day and you're 65. You look up and then you're 85. And you say, well, what did I do with my life? What contribution did I make? And you might not like what you see. So this is my recommendation, and this is why we do what we do. And thank you for joining us. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday, we do our Monday meditation. Wednesday, we read from the 12 Universal Laws of Success. And any of you that would like to make some commentary at some point or be a part of the reading, just DM me, direct message me and say, hey, I'd love to give a testimonial about the 12 Universal Laws of Success. And we'll have you on our live one of these Wednesdays. This week, our focus is on the 5th law. We call it the law of magnetism. It's more popularly known as the law of attraction. And this is a powerful tool to create the life you want to live. Because this law says that if you feel inside the way that you want to feel when you achieve your goals, that feeling creates a vibration that attracts the results you are seeking into your life. So many of us talk in the path and walk in the grass. We'll say, hey, I want success. I want to change my life. I'm tired of where I'm at right now. I'm tired of more month at the end of the money. I don't have the money to go where I want to go, do what I want to do. Good morning, Kenya. Thanks for joining us. For Success One, thank you for joining us. And so when you get to that point in your life where you're just not happy with what you're getting, and the scary part of that is if you're not happy with what you're getting, then chances are you're not happy with what you're doing, which is going to create a vibration to attract more of what you don't want into your life. And this works by the law of attraction, the law of human magnetism. So let me read a bit from chapter 5 of the 12 Universal Laws of Success. The 5th Universal Law of Success is the universal law of human magnetism. It is sometimes called the law of attraction. In the Bible, in Galatians 6, chapter 7th verse, and it says, For whatsoever a person soweth, that shall they also reap. In other words, whatever vibrations you send out, whatever thoughts you send out, whatever feelings you send out, whatever habits you send out, whatever relationships you send out, you attract like vibrations into your life. If you're a thief, you're going to attract thieves. If you're a liar, you're going to attract liars. If you're a person who wants to be abused, you're going to attract abusers. A simple statement of the law of attraction is like attracts like. The basic principle of the universal law of human magnetism is that you attract what you are. Welcome, Matthew. Thank you for joining us. You attract what you are, and you are what you think about most of the time. So this is really saying that you have the power to control your thoughts, and therefore you can control the vibrations that you send out into the world. Each of us is a human magnet, attracting or repelling like or unlike thoughts, feelings, and associations and people and relationships into our life experience. So this is saying whatever is going on in our lives right now, the people who are there, the experiences that we're having, we called them, we attracted them. A lot of folks, times people don't like to acknowledge that. But once you acknowledge that you attracted it, you caused it, that means you can fix it. See, anytime you say, hey, my condition is a result of somebody else's situation. I can't get ahead because I'm black, I'm white, I'm short, I'm tall, I'm Hispanic, I'm whatever. Okay? Whatever reasons you give for not accomplishing, you created them. The universal law of attraction reveals one of the fundamental principles of life, that life is lived from within out. Whatever the vision of your desired life, whatever the vision of your desired life experience, it will only manifest when you feel in your innermost feelings that you are worthy of it. And so if you've been pursuing something, like Kenya is a personal trainer, and I know that people come to him with lofty goals. I want to lose 100 pounds. I want to do this. And some of them, if they stay under his training, they'll do it. But so often, they'll quit. They'll just stop. They'll say, I can't do it. I got to eat. So whatever that feeling is inside that you have, it's going to attract experiences and people that are congruent with that feeling. But the power is that feeling is under your control. You can program yourself how to feel. So when you're reprogramming yourself, you have affirmations. I'm a winner. I attract good things into my life. I'm healthy, happy, and good looking. When you can affirm those thoughts, those positive affirmations about yourself, and not only affirm it, but feel it. You notice when you're dressed up to the nines, when you're dressed up in your very best, and you look in that mirror and you're like, man, I look great. And when you go out into the world, people respond to it. And so use that same power now to attract into your life the things you desire. Whatever the vision of your desired life, it will only manifest when you feel you are worthy of it. The desired outcome has its greatest impact when it is in harmony with your purpose. So, big picture, folks. Each of us is created for a purpose. God created us on this earth. God does not create junk and does not make mistakes. And so the fact that you're alive right now says that you were created for a purpose. Everything has a purpose. You notice that? You look at the bees outside, like, what's their purpose? Their purpose is to pollinate the plants. If there are no bees, there's no pollination. The world is in a problem. Good morning. All right. Be otherworldly. Thanks, Meta Marvin, for joining us today. One of my great metaphysical brothers. Thanks for joining us. And so this idea of when you are in harmony with your purpose, when you see what you want to be and when you feel it. My son once asked me, he said, Dad, how do I figure out what I want to do in life? I said, well, look at what you enjoy doing and then figure out how to get paid for it. You notice when you enjoy doing something, it creates a certain vibration inside you that radiates to the world. It's that vibration that attracts the results into your life. You don't make money. You attract money. Reverend Ike had a powerful statement. Reverend Ike said, feeling gets the blessing. Blessing is the manifestation of whatever you want. When you feel worthy of the abundance you want to experience. I know many of us right now may not be experiencing the abundance that we feel we desire. We don't have the things we want. We're not associated with the people we want to be with. We don't have that feeling of satisfaction and fulfillment. Well, how do you get it? By feeling that you already have it. A lot of times folks says, I'm broke. Never say broke again. Say, I am between funds. Everybody get that? Never say broke again, because the law of attraction says whatever thought you put out there and the feeling you have associated with that thought. You know, what's that old saying? I'm busted, disgusted, and can't be trusted. My God, what a negative affirmation. What are you going to get? You're going to get more of the same. But once you start to program the feelings you have inside, you now will attract into your life things that are congruent with that feeling. Let's look at attitude, some of your power tools. Your attitude, this is on page 100 of the 12 Universal Laws of Success. Your attitude is a form of human radiation which gives other people a perception and understanding of who you are, what you're about, and where you're going. It is a manner of feeling, acting, and thinking that shows your disposition, opinion, and personality. This instrument of communication is a moment-to-moment projection of your thoughts and feelings onto the world. Based on what you send out, the world responds to you. Your attitude is a powerful tool that can be used effectively to attract desired people, things, and circumstances into your life. You know, there's people who have a positive attitude. When you see a person coming down the street and they smile at you, there's a tendency to smile back at them. Say, what happened? Did somebody tell you to do that? No, because that smile has a vibration of something that person feels inside. And you automatically respond. So your attitude is a power tool. Your attitude on the ship, on the river of time, and on the boat that is your life. Your boat has a rudder, your core beliefs, has an engine, your desire, has a crew, the people you let into your space, and has sails, which is your attitude. So if you have the right attitude, the same wind that blows one ship over can blow your ship ahead. You know, we talk about turn lemons into lemonade. So when you hit a rock and everything seems like, oh my God, I have failed, you can say, you can dwell on that, oh man, I have failed. Or you can say, oh God, thank you for this opportunity to grow. That this thing that happened to me was a lesson. It wasn't a failure. It was a lesson to teach me what not to do, or what I need to do better, or what changes I need to make. So your attitude is a powerful tool. One of the projections of your attitude, we talk about that, is fear. And you see, fear is a negative emotion that can steal your joy. Fear, we often say fear is F, false, E, evidence, A, appearing, R, real. Black Men Sundays, thanks for joining us. So fear can lock you up. You know, many times you can live a life of fear when you should be living a life of faith. Huh? Let me say that again. Many people live a life of fear when they should be living a life of faith. You know, one of the reasons for tithing, you know, in my church, we're increasing our tithing. We're really emphasizing that. Say, well, why is that? Because when you tithe, it's like you're putting something into the universal collection table with an expectation that it's going to do good. Not an expectation of return, but an expectation that it's going to do good for the world. Now, you can be fearful and, man, I can't put 10% in. I'm broke right now. When I get some money, I'll be happy to do that. But looking, that's fear in operation. There are like 6 basic fears. I'm just going to hit them quickly. Fear of poverty. Many people are so afraid of going broke that guess what? They go broke. Fear of criticism. Fear of criticism can lock you in a cage you can't get out. It undermines your creativity. When you're concerned about what other people say and think about what you do, you just lock yourself away from your blessings. Fear of ill health. You know, when I get around people now, you know, I'm out there. You know, like people say, well, how old are you, Doc? How old are you? Somebody, I don't tell them. I say, you know, it's interesting. I say, I was born in 1944. You figure it out. All right? Okay. So fear of ill health. I look at so many people. If you go around people and they start talking about all the ailments they have, you better run. Because fear of ill health will attract sickness. Fear of loss of love. You know, some people are serial lovers. They go from one bad relationship to another bad relationship. Why? Because they're afraid to be alone. They're afraid to be by themselves. So that fear of the loss of love will attract bad things. Fear of old age. There are people so afraid of growing old that guess what they do? Ha! They grow old. I'll tell you right now, my goal is 160. I'll be 160 years old in 2104. Anybody who's serious about life, join me. I'm going to have a hell of a party. Fear of death. You know, when you fear death, so many times it can lock you in. God gave you life, and here you are thinking about death. So if you focus on the life you were given, that brings into your space, once that law of attraction, those things that are congruent with your dreams. Worry, that's a terrible negative emotion. I'm going to read it. Worry is a negative state of mind that causes anxiety, distrust, and uneasiness. It works slowly but persistently, destroying your initiative, your self-confidence, and your reasoning faculty. Worry is a form of continuous fear caused by indecision or uncertainty with respect to the outcome of a particular situation, event, or circumstance. How do you overcome worry? You overcome worry by saying, hey, you know what? Nothing in life is worth the price of worry. If I'm worried about a particular outcome, let me change my thinking about that outcome. Let me realize that no amount of worry is going to change it anyway, so why worry? Let me focus on how I want it to be. You know, in the book of Job. All right, Laramie, 2104, we got it. That's one person. Text me, direct message me, man, something so with your name and contact information. I'm going to make a list of those who will be there in 2104. What a party. So there's a whole section in the book on page 108 on the 7-point formula for eliminating worry. Once you eliminate worry, nothing is impossible. And then finally, the law of attraction has a power tool that's unbelievable. And that is your power of enthusiasm. See, enthusiasm is a vibration. Enthusiasm is one of your most important assets. It is an infectious state of mind that gets for you the cooperation of other people, attracting them to your way of thinking and acting. You know, people can be wrong, ignorant, okay? But if they're enthusiastic about it, people will follow them. I mean, you look at politics right now. Woo! Okay? People can be totally enthusiastic about something that's not even true, that's not even good for them. But just the whole vibration of enthusiasm will attract people into that space. You can use enthusiasm as a power tool to attract not only conditions but other people into your space, people who can help you, people who can uplift you. Enthusiasm is such a powerful success habit that you use it to train the world how to treat you. Many times you have to train people how to treat you. And when you're enthusiastic and radiating that positivity, man, I can't wait to get this book done. I'm working on this book. I'm in business for myself. I can't wait to make these calls to find more prospects. I'm excited. I can see myself at the end of the month. Number one on whatever the sales, the leaderboard. Number one means I make 20,000, 30,000, whatever the reward is. When you can see it and feel it with your great deep, deep, deep desire, that enthusiasm about it will attract it into your space. When you talk about a power tool, and you see it when the sports, when basketball, and when the team is down, the coach pulls everybody together and they get fight, we can do it, to drum up that enthusiastic vibration, and they go out on the field and impossible things happen. You've seen it where, I remember that game in New York, I was watching it with the Knicks and Reggie Miller. If the world looked at it, I think they had 19 or 18 seconds left, and the Knicks were ahead by 6 points. Now, at that point, I think most teams would just throw in the towel. You know how they say it, like this 18, I think it was 18 seconds left. They just, okay, like, this is it. It's not our year to be champions. But Reggie Miller was he was so into it. There was a foul he gets, and he gets a 3-point shot. It seemed like they had a foul shot. When the other team was inbounding, they made the foul shot. And when the other team inbound, he stole the ball, shot again. In 18 seconds, he scored 6 points, which threw the game into overtime. That enthusiasm, that desire to win was so strong, it transformed the team. The Knicks, at that point, the Knicks were done. Okay? They were finished. When you got that close and somebody had that amount of desire and determination to turn it around, you're up against something bigger than a person. You're up against the power of enthusiasm, the power of attraction. So we can wrap up today. This law of attraction, there are whole books on it and everything. This is a power tool, folks, that you can use to transform your life from what it is to exactly what you want it to be. When you're enthusiastic about where you're going, when you feel it, when you have it inside. Yes, I will say this, and we'll make sure you got it. When you feel it inside, that feeling, I feel like a winner. I can see myself. When I started out as a young speaker, I had a vision of myself closing out a huge seminar with thousands of people. And I had everybody, we didn't have cell phones yet. I had everybody on the way. I had everybody click their cigarette lighters to have a little flame. And then the darkness of the hall, the flames were all around, 6,000 flames. And I saw myself, there was a seminar partner we had, and after I finished their affirmations, we did closing affirmations. And our affirmations, I can be what I want to be. And everybody, I can do what I want to do. I can do it. I can have anything I desire. 6,000 people. And then I turned and walked off the stage, and I said to my assistant, I said, Dave, send them home. They're ready. And that vision in my mind transformed my life. It was that moment that I could see it, I could feel it, I could hear the crowd, and it's that moment I decided to become a speaker. Just take a deep breath, folks. Let it out slowly. And so it is. Thank you so much for being with us this Wednesday morning. Join us every Wednesday at 8 o'clock as we read from the 12 Universal Laws of Success. Reach out and we'll post this shortly, and make comments and talk about how you can use these principles to make it happen. Get a copy of the 12 Universal Laws of Success. Get one for somebody. Go to Amazon. Go to our website, herbertharris.com. You can get the book there. You can get some of our other products, the Success Toolbox, a process to transform your life. You can even book a call, a success consultation with me, free, no charge. Go to book a call and let's talk. Maybe there's something I can add to your program that will give you just that one thing you need to do what you want to do, be what you want to be, and have anything you desire. So, let's wrap it up. You have the power to create the life of your dreams by being what you want to be, by feeling it, by doing all the things necessary to get it done with absolute faith that you cannot fail, and by having anything your consciousness desires to manifest. Always knowing that the best is yet to come. And so it is. Thank you for being with us today.